Welcome everybody. My name is Victoria Lyon. I'm the head teacher of Leavesden School, and I'm making this video for all of our new nursery parents and reception parents for September 2021. And I'm making this video from our wonderful library, which you can see behind me. We've got two information videos coming out for you today. And next week we are hoping to share with you videos from your children's class teachers. We will be posting Leavesden School packs for you, and in here we'll have all of the information that we're going to be sharing in our videos, so don't worry if you forget anything that we've said. It will all be coming to you, and I'll make reference to that later just to show you where a couple of things are. I'm just briefly going to share with you a few things about Leavesden that we do for all of our children. And I have with me a box of goodies, and I understand that over the summer holiday your children are going to be asked to create their own box of things about them. So I've created a box of things about Leavesden. Where shall we start? Let me start with our friend the chimp. Now I know Mrs. Malone is going to be talking to you a little bit more about our chimp, and it's something that we teach all of our children about. But this really, I just wanted to share with you, really links to the way that we deal with all aspects of social and emotional well-being for all of our children. So we don't just have an academic curriculum. We also have a curriculum that teaches children about self-regulating their own emotions and forming positive relationships with other people. Not just friendships, but actually getting along with everybody. We treat behaviour as any part of the curriculum in our school, and it's something that children need to learn. Falling out with people is part of life, but there are ways of managing it well, and there are ways that it can be more difficult. So one of the key skills we like to teach our children is empathy, understanding the perspective of other people and how they might be feeling. But also recognising in ourselves, if we're feeling frustrated about something, where that might have started. Now again, in your packs, there is a little information booklet about restorative practice, just so that you can start to develop an understanding of how we support children with their social and emotional development within the school setting. Now, if you wanted to make a start with supporting your child to develop empathy, something amazing that you could do is read books. Over the summer, read as many books as you can. And when something happens for a character in a story, ask, how is that character feeling? How is Max feeling? What happened that made Max feel that way? So, for example, in this story, Max does feel quite angry. I wonder what happened that made Max feel quite angry. Just reflecting with your children on how people feel and why they feel like that. What shall I share next with you from my box? Oh, this is very important to Leavesden. So, polar bear is, funnily enough, the Leavesden logo. We had an artist back in the 50s, I think it was, from Australia, who created a stone statue of a polar bear, and ever since it was given to Leavesden School as a present, and ever since the polar bear has been the logo on our school uniform. Now in your pack, I just pop my box down, in your pack you'll have information which guides you to the uniform that your child will need, and there is also an order form for Maypack, so that you can buy the uniform if you wanted to. Now, we do have set colours for our uniform. If you order from Maypack, the Maypack uniform will come with the school logo on it. If you don't want the school logo, then you can just choose the right colours uniform from any big supermarket, and we'll be able to sell what you need. So make sure you check your pack for the uniform that your child will need. Now, over the summer holiday, every now and then it'd be really lovely for your child to try it all on, and imagine what it's going to feel like when you come to school for your first day. Putting on the uniform, how does it feel? Feeling very smart and knowing that you're going somewhere special. Those are all lovely things that you can do over the summer with your child to start getting them ready for school. If you wanted to, on one of your days in the summer holiday, you could even walk to school. Now, school will be closed, but you can at least walk to school and talk about this will be our journey. Look at the things that we go past. You could even walk to school in your uniform, having a little practice. So what's next in my box? Let's do this one. Okay. My clock represents coming to school and coming to school on time. It's really, really important that your child comes to school as much as possible. 100% is what we aim for. Every single day here counts. Just as an example, when we teach the children phonics, they learn in reception when they first start to learn their phonics, and in nursery as well. They learn a new sound every single day. Now, if you can imagine, if your child starts to have days off, they're going to get further and further and further behind. So make sure they come in every single day if possible. They should only be off for sickness and diarrhea and contagious things such as that. Now, what we do have, we haven't been able to do this over COVID, but our administering medications policy does include, and this will have to be once we've had the guidelines from the government have changed again, but previously we have administered Calpol to children. So sometimes children can have temperatures, they can have headaches, but actually with a little bit of Calpol, they're okay. They will get through a school day. So do send them in, dose them up in the morning, send them in. If we still feel that they're a bit run down, we can give them some more at lunchtime. We'll just give you a call, get your verbal permission, and we'll top them up with Calpol. Now, of course, we haven't been able to do that during COVID because we don't want to hide any potential symptoms of COVID. So as soon as we're allowed to do that, we will do that again. But basically, we want your children in as much as possible. If, of course, your child is really poorly and they start to deteriorate and actually they need to be at home, we will, of course, call you. That's not a problem. Right, what do I have next in my box? Oh, breakfast cereal. So breakfast club and after school club. We do offer it to reception children, not to nursery children. Now, again, in your packs that you will be receiving, you will find 2 leaflets that explain everything about our breakfast club and everything about our after school club. There are also in your pack booking forms that will explain to you how you can book spaces if that's what you need. And it's entirely up to you. Some parents in reception don't know whether or not their child should attend in the first week at school. You know your children best. If you think they're going to cope, then of course they can. That's entirely up to you. Right, I've only got 2 things left in my box. Telephone. Please make sure that we've got all of your up-to-date contact details. So we will need you and anyone else who is regularly involved with the child, next of kin, both parents if possible. You might have a grandparent on there. But if you put people on your contact list, please make sure when they change their phone number or when they move house, we know about it so that we can update the contact details. We should be able to get hold of you or one of your contact list under any circumstances should there be an emergency in school. Now, if you want someone to pick your child up from school who isn't on your contact list, then you will need to let us know. You'll have to phone the office and you'll have to tell us then their full name and their relationship to the child, just so that we can be prepared for a new person to pick them up. We will not let your child go home with somebody we don't know if you haven't told us about it. So please do make sure you inform us on who is collecting your child. Right, the final thing from me in my box of goodies is a book. Now, sadly, I'm not going to read this to you. I do love reading Harry McLary books. They are brilliant if you haven't read any before. And I just wanted to share this with you because I picked this up from our magnificent library that you have seen to tell you that this beautiful library was paid for by the PTA. We call our PTA the Friends of Leavesden. They have raised a phenomenal amount of money and given us this gorgeous space where our children love to come and read. They've also paid for us to have an outdoor classroom, and they're also paying for us to put some fantastic equipment on our Key Stage 1 playground. Really, this is just a cry for help. If you are coming into our school with nursery and reception children, hopefully you're going to be with us for 6 or 7 years with your children here. And if you can contribute any time, any of your skills, any of your ideas to joining the PTA, the Friends of Leavesden, they would greatly appreciate your help, because the more money we can raise, the more wonderful things we can do with our children that might not normally be able to come out of a school budget. So that's my little plea for help. If you are interested in joining the PTA, again, in your pack, there is a leaflet, a letter from the PTA giving you their contact details. Please do make contact with them, because they're crying out for dedicated parents to help them raise even more money. Right, that's everything from me. So if you've got any questions after watching my video and after watching Mrs. Malone's video, if you've got any questions, please email them by Wednesday the 16th. We can feed those into the videos that we have from the teachers that we'll try to get out by next week, but possibly the week after. But don't hesitate to make contact with us. Ask your questions and we'll address everything we can. I'm sad that I haven't got to meet you in person, but hopefully I'll be looking forward to meeting you all in September. Right, see you soon. Bye.